What
What
up?
up, dude?
Not much.
Look,
I miss y'all. It's been too long. I want to say that.
yeah, you were gone last week. You had your big work, like multi-night event. How'd that go?
It was a lot. I still was feeling the effects on Saturday and Sunday.
On Saturday.
Uh-huh.
It seems like less work stuff and more party stuff.
Work stuff is often party
It
stuff.
is part of it. You know, there's a all day. You got to pay attention, but then at like 4:30, it's all over and everything else starts.
I miss that about going into the office. Like we didn't do it very often, but like there's a bar. Like I worked in Buckhead, and there's a
Bucket
bar
shop.
downstairs, bucket shop, yeah. And like it was not so uncommon to go down, like have that last meeting of the day be at bucket shop and have a few drinks while you do everything. I miss that part. It's the only part I miss about going into the office.
That was kind of convenient too, man. That was right downstairs for you, right? Just the elevator right away.
It was technically a building over, but same parking garage. So it was the same place. Yeah. Ryan worked there for a minute.
Tomorrow at work we got a beer cart. We have a beverage cart because we all signed a thing saying we wouldn't have beer at the office, but they do load us up with beer and all kinds of other alcohol, and then not everybody drinks, and there is no cart either. It's really just go to the fridge and hang out. So beer cart is a little bit of a misnomer, and that's fine. But we also go to Steam House Lounge, which I'm not sure if you guys know, in Midtown. That is just a phenomenal place and a great dive bar, and that is our hangout spot. So
the rooftop deck, man, in the spring
when it's nice, awesome. That's right. Yeah, it's nice, and they like us. They take care of us there. So
no, I've been there quite a few times. It's right there. They're like a sponsor of the Oyster Fest, and like that's a big part of their whole thing. But like,
good bisque, good fried shrimp.
Don't knock 11th Street Pub either. It's not bad.
I will.
Oh yeah,
I will
right.
Knock it. That place is garbage.
No, Ryan. It's the exact same thing as Bucket Shop. It's the exact same ownership. It's the exact same bar. It's just the same bar in a different location.
Except for it's mismanaged somehow. Bucket Shop was cool. That place is not cool. I don't know how to help you.
So you're saying it's probably gone downhill.
It might just be the difference of being across the street from Steam House Lounge.
Probably.
Because, I mean, like, there's just no reason to go anywhere else when you're that close.
We would always go to Steam House and sit on the rooftop patio because that was where it was at.
That's right.
I like
even when it was fucking hot outside, my team would be like, "Let's sit outside." I'm like, "Y'all are fucking crazy. Why are we out here?
They got umbrellas.
Blazing." I'd just sit there and sweat the entire time. It was amazing.
It's amazing. He's like, I hated it. It was amazing.
I would literally go back inside to the bathroom just to cool off. We'd be there for like 3 hours sometimes. I'm like, it is hot as balls out here, y'all. Let's go inside.
My balls right now in this heat. That's how hot it is.
Yeah, pretty much.
My balls don't get that hot. They just get sticky.
Yeah, they get weird. I get like the swampy balls.
Swamp
Louisiana
balls.
Louisiana balls?
No, not Louisiana balls. Not Louisiana balls at all.
Boudin balls.
Boudin balls are good.
No.
My so when I got my the grinder and I wanted to make sausage, the first thing my dad asked me for was boudin, and I'm like, I don't know, because it's awful. I mean, it's awful, but it's also awful. It's organ meat, like all ground up and put into organ meat, and I don't know, man. I'm like, look, Dad, I'm gonna make you some, but I'm not gonna taste it, so I can't guarantee that it'll taste good. But like, I'll give you some.
It's like getting it's like making blood pudding or some crap like that.
I like blood pudding.
I did it occasionally.
Do you really?
So I had to eat it. It was good.
Just because you date someone doesn't mean to eat garbage food, dude. Come on, man.
They do boudin, and I'm a fan of gumbo mostly. I'm not a fan.
Well, that's fine.
Well, I mean, I'm a fan of Cajun cuisine,
Just not from
because
there.
As Ryan has said many times, you can get good Cajun anywhere.
That's right.
Sure.
That's right. Right here. I'm gonna get good at it. You know, the only sausage I've made is an andouille, and it was phenomenal.
It made you puke,
Yeah, but it was tasty.
but it made you
What?
puke.
Well, no, I undercooked it. So let's just go ahead and put it out there. I undercooked
Like, where
it.
are we going?
I have since had the same batch of sausage that was cooked to temp, and it was delicious and did not make me puke.
So you're saying raw food makes you puke?
Undercooked food. It wasn't raw, but yeah. So I cooked it loose in a skillet, and I couldn't tell. Like I took an instant read thermometer on multiple pieces of it, but I must have missed something.
I'll never forget. This reminds me of going to the one of the Taco Macs and having the chicken tenders. And I bit into one. It was just raw chicken. I just spit it all out. I was like, oh my God, gross. I was like, ran to the bathroom, washed my mouth out.
With soap, right?
Yeah.
I did that when Hudson Grill first moved to Atlanta and like doing like their little chain shit, whatever. I lived up in I lived in like Forsyth. I was like in Cumming back then. And they opened a place up off of McFarland or something. I don't even remember which road it was. Anyhow, I went there and I ordered their buffalo chicken. In my mind, like, oh, Hudson Grill, you're from New York City. I want a buffalo chicken sandwich from a New York City establishment. And I bit into it. Same thing, Tim. I bit into it, and
it's so bad.
It was that pink gray color that raw chicken is.
Slimy.
And I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, I don't think this is cooked.
How do you do that? You just like fry it too hot or something? Like what? How does that happen?
I don't know.
The only thing that I could think of it at the time was it was frozen, and they fried it, so like it cooked on the outside but didn't get the inside cooked. I don't know, but like I go there, I'm like, hey, this is raw chicken, and I don't want to eat it. And so they call the manager over. Manager's like, I can make you a new one. I'm like, no, I don't.
Are you gonna cook it?
I'm like, can I have my bar tab paid for the night? And they said okay for that. And so I drank for free that
it's
night.
On.
They had no idea.
You guys are
signed up for.
What time? You're like, hey, what time do you close?
I love it too because you're like, I'm not gonna eat, but if you could pay for my drink, I'm gonna get fucking wasted here.
Fucked up. I'm gonna get fucked up here. Yeah.
I'm gonna be the life of the place. People are gonna stay here just for me.
That's how we do.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
Have you guys at all paid attention to the State of the Union?
No, I've been paying 100% on this podcast.
You know what? Podcast. Weirdly, me too. I keep switching over and seeing like tons of extra tweets and stuff, and just being like, I'm not doing that. That's a lot. That's a lot to go through, and I'm not going to do it. And I am, thanks to you, David. I think you tweeted it out. The most important politician, anyway. So like, I don't need it.
Yeah, what I wrote originally was the most important politician in the world. Doing the speech, blah blah blah. This in the world, and I was like, oh, let me take in the world out, and then then it came out to me. My tweet was, Ryan, the most important politician, Watch watch our podcast thing, whatever. I don't know.
That's it.
I'm fucking drunk. I'm fucking up. I'm fucked.
It's all good, man. You know what? It was like this weirdly closeted, super nice thing that you said about me. You know, you didn't mean to. You didn't mean to be so nice, but you were. Let me feel good, man. Let me feel good right here.
Yeah.
It's my heart, not my penis.
No, I've done the past. Like we did podcasts on Tuesdays when they had presidential debates or other like political debates, and I'm like, Who wants to listen to those blowhards when you can listen to these blowhards? Like this is
well, and
yeah.
I want to
And
say, like, as important as politics are to me, like, it's really important for me to have this outlet, this like I really like Georgia State sports. I really like hanging out with you guys, and I have to separate myself from that quite a bit. And I just like, you know, this has to be a priority for me. And and also episode 181, you guys.
Wow.
Right.
That's a lot.
How fucking nuts is that? We haven't stopped. I mean, like occasionally one of us has been gone. Never David. Never David.
No, David.
It's been me sometimes. It's been Tim sometimes. Tim more than me, but you know.
Yeah.
But
I am looking forward to the episode where it's Ryan and Tim without me.
We're gonna have to actually have to plan.
I'm actually just gonna back out. I'm gonna back out and just watch it. Like I'll be available, but I'll just sit there and watch the episode.
You gotta put more, do more bets, right? I mean, you happen to make a bad bet that one time that I would have to host. But you know, you gotta come up with some good bets, and I'll take it. I'll take a bet. That's fine.
All right. No, but you're right. 181 episodes. I'm every time that I make that little image for the YouTube video every single week, I'm like, I have never done something consistently.
Yeah.
181 weeks in a row. We've never missed a week. We do this on Tuesdays. We've done some Wednesdays. We've done some weekends. We've done some this and that, but we've never missed a week.
We're here for our listeners, for all tens of our listeners right now.
We made it
on the last call.
We're here for you every week during the pandemic for everyone, all the fans. We never
Tim,
stopped.
that is actually to me the biggest thing, because when we started this, it was obviously we do it through football and basketball, but what do we do during off season? And then the very first year, pandemic hits, and somehow there was something college sports / Georgia State to talk about every single week, and it got me through the pandemic. It got me through it. Like it helped.
I look forward to it every Tuesday. I mean, I look forward to it in general, but during the pandemic, Tuesday night was like, Tuesday night, let's get there.
I do miss seeing you guys every Tuesday, doing like live in person. I think that was a big difference, but it does make a lot more sense considering how drunk I get.
And honestly, I think the sound quality and the quality of like every bit of the podcast is better this way. But
yeah,
you know, it's neither here nor there. I don't think we actually. I mean, I have talked over you guys at least 10 times tonight, but I don't think we talk over each other as much as we were worried we were gonna.
Yeah, there's a bit of a delay that kind of makes it happen type thing, but that's just part of doing this whole thing and figuring out. I think we're boring anybody that's probably listening right now.
Maybe. No, I think people like this. People like positive stuff.
Do we want to talk about the go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, like, I've been on like public radio, right? Like professional radio, Political Rewind in the last year or two, and they have you dial in on a phone, and then you also get on like a Zoom call,
like Blog Talk Radio
during COVID or whatever. And so they have their like sound engineers dealing with your phone feed, but I'm like, the phone sucks, right? And I'm like, why don't you guys just do this? And like and knowing what we are able to do, I'm like, man, the sound quality of what we're able to do is like way better than what the radio even does with their staff.
I just noticed that the new feature of our streaming service today was headlines, and Ryan went ahead and put a headline on his name as the most important podcast.
We both had them for a while.
I just noticed it.
It's been there the whole time.
So I can set it. And you guys can set it yourselves. And my intention I found out today it was a feature on this service, and I was gonna create like stupid names for yourselves and awesome names for me. And Tim is not the founder of State of Atlanta. Yeah.
I don't know how to change it though. I actually only knew how to add it once I was logging in, but Tim obviously knows the secret.
You click on the three dots by your picture, your preview, and then you can change it.
Oh, that makes sense. All right, yeah. That's actually why I was in here, and then I logged out and came back in because I thought the only place you could change it was at the intro. But I see it. Nice.
Yep.
Oh, David.
What do you do?
Unfortunately, it's true. I am a loser.
Did we want to talk about at all, or do we want to save it for next podcast the parking stuff?
The parking
and
stuff.
The donation
that seems good
level.
for the main podcast.
Let's say that for next week. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
We'll say that for next week.
I still don't grasp what your complaint is right now on the.
Well, I think we should maybe ask somebody if there's actually. We should take a look at what's actually changed and like take a second to like figure it out before we have commentary on it.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I just think it's a great job by the university. That's all.
According to the what's it called, State Union, Mrs. Biden and the second gentleman share a smooch. That happened apparently.
Ooh.
Who did? Who's the second gentleman?
Kamala Harris's husband.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Whatever.
I don't understand.
Daniel commented, but yeah. All right, cool. Let's kill this. Thanks for listening. We'll do this again next week.
All right.
Deuces.
Bye.
Oh no, that's wrong thing.
Bye.
That was Leave Studio, not Inga Podcast. There you go.